I've captured General Redrish.
I hear Darth Seraphon has kept you busy at great cost to my nerves. But at least you've been successful. Whatever General Redrish's plans were, it seems we've avoided the fallout.
I'm sure my payment will reflect the extra care.
This is the most relieved I've felt in months. I might even actually sleep tonight. Take this with my gratitude. It'll complement the sum of credits Darth Tormund sent quite nicely.
Your gratitude is appreciated, Ambassador.
I'll send word of your success to Darth Tormund promptly. Farewell.
I fought a creature that claimed it was the source of Jokul's visions. A servant of a dark power called Selmakor.
This is something the Voss should hear. They've been pestering me endlessly since you left. My associate has returned at last, just as your mystic said. Deep inside the Dark Heart, he fought a servant of darkness, which was the source of Jokul's visions.
Thank you for defeating this creature, outsider. We await the wisdom the mystic foretold.
Your learning will shape Voss's future among the stars.
I'm sure you've discovered something you can tell the three. Something relevant to the Empire's negotiations, perhaps?
The Voss and the Gormak were once the same race. And now something in the Dark Heart feeds on your conflict.
Impossible! The Voss are not kin to those beasts!
Calm yourself, Guntamer. Perhaps the outsider speaks metaphorically.
No interpretation of such a claim can be true.
My associate only meant that all life on Voss is connected. This is why you must have outsider allies to defeat the Dark Heart.
I do not like this. I will carry your words to the mystics. They will guide us.
At least you got some answers.
You believe this?
I believe the mystics. The vision is fulfilled. We will speak again, Ambassador Seraphon. The mystics will consider what has been said here.
Did the Dark Heart erode your wits? You've thrown away any hope of an alliance with Voss. And for what?
With the war ended, we can have both Voss mystics and Gormak technicians join the Empire.
That's a rosy outcome if I can smooth things over now that you've offended the three. You've jeopardized our entire position on this planet. Don't think you've heard the end of this.
I don't care if you're Sith. You get in my way, you're dead.
I wonder, is that the blaster that finally put General Thelonia in her place? How exciting. I bring a message from Darth Seraphon. He has a remarkably high opinion of you and your endeavors.
If Seraphon hired anyone else, he'd be wasting his credits.
Indeed, and he requires your doubtless considerable skills. Darth Seraphon sends word that we may soon be facing a new front in the war, here on Voss. Our enemy is a Gormak warlord, Raklan. He's gathered several minor tribes and chieftains into a powerful army and has begun waging war against us.
Nobody starts a war without a reason.
Our forces destroyed Raklan's tribe, and he was cast out from Gormak society. Not cast far enough, it seems. Raklan's bold. He's focusing on the Voss who have befriended us. He even destroyed a caravan of pilgrims who were under our protection. We must protect our Voss allies, but Darth Seraphon fears becoming embroiled in a long guerrilla war here, when we have more pressing concerns.
If you're fighting Gormak, you're not wiping out the Republic.
So you see, this cannot be allowed to continue. Raklan and his tribes have gathered in the Pella 3 marches. If you wish to fight, I have a speeder fueled and ready. When you arrive, speak to Lord Pallas at Tara Outpost. I'm sure he'll put your talents to best use.
curious region, these marches, don't you think? Among these ruins, the footprints of battles, old and new. I hope you like fighting Gormak. Raklan's brought several tribes under his banner, and they're proving a real trial to exterminate.
I'm a professional hunter. I always get the job done.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. Raklan's men are using weapons we've never seen before. Unsophisticated, naturally. But they cut through shields and armor very effectively. I've lost more squads than I care to count to those weapons. Unless we deprive Raklan of his technological advantage, we will lose.
Where did Raklan get weapons like that in the first place?
He adapted them from technology he found, as Gormak always do. The question is, what technology did he find? There is another anomaly. The ruins in this area. Gormak usually shun and fear such ruins, but Raklan's men study them freely. I believe his exploration of those ruins may explain his new weapons.
This whole area seems to be covered in old ruins. What was here?
The Pelar 3 marches have the remains of both Jedi and Sith structures. Many are still a mystery. I would speak to Vex Dantos. He was overseeing a Sith ruin that the Gormak have taken an interest in. An astromech droid also reported a Republic excavation nearby. If it's a new discovery, it should be secured before Raklan's Gormak raid it. Best of luck. Oh, and please, feel free to annihilate any Gormak forces you run across.
You there, Hunter. I hear you have a knack for extermination. You've seen the Sith ruins, yes? Remarkable find, incredibly well preserved. But they're crawling with Gormak. Filthy brutes overran our excavation site. They're looting everything.
You need to relax.
Those savages are desecrating the archaeological find of the century. Now is not the time for calm. The Gormak steered clear of the ruins until their leader grew a spine and ordered the tombs ransacked. We'd have sent them packing if not for their pets. Vile things, more machine than beast. Turned the dig site into a feeding ground.
Raiding an excavation site doesn't make sense. Nothing of value for the Gormak there.
They're just beating their chests, trying to assert their power. Please, the artifacts from those tombs contain centuries' worth of knowledge. Knowledge that could be lost forever. We must recover whatever relics the Gormak have plundered before those brutes do something stupid, like swallow them.
I'm a bounty hunter, not a treasure hunter. If I do this, it'll cost you.
Yes, whatever you want. We need the artifacts in one piece. The Gormak are a different story.
Next thing you know, they'll be saying they built the planet. I'm always up for a fight.
Try to be more careful.
The Jedi artifact has been destroyed.
You're back. And you have the relics. Can I... Carefully now. Nothing appears to be broken. Though a thorough detox may be in order. You've done fine work. The legacies of the ancient Sith are back in Sith hands.
The Gormak still have control of the excavation site.
Regrettable, but we'll drive them out in due time. We have what's important. Oh, I can hardly wait to start analyzing these beauties. Such secrets they must hold.
Back. Not a moment too soon. But first, excellent work securing the ruins. Our reclamation teams were able to do a proper survey. They confirmed my suspicions. Raklan found an ancient forgotten Sith device, and used it to adapt his weapons. Without that device, Raklan has lost his advantage. We could finally turn our attention to crushing that beast before he does any further damage.
Is there some kind of problem?
Raklan has renewed his attacks on our Voss allies. One of his chieftains murdered a healer mystic and the Imperial soldiers protecting her. The Voss are beside themselves with rage.
You should have hired pros. Bucketheads aren't trained for protection detail.
Now is hardly the time to be soliciting more business, Hunter. The Voss are demanding action. We must placate them, swiftly, publicly.
Appeasing the Voss is important. But there's no point if Raklan's free to do more damage.
All things in time. There are rumors the Gormak are building a new weapon to use against the Voss. I ordered Captain Otano to look into it. And the chieftain responsible for the Mystic's death must be hunted down. If you did these things, it would calm the Voss, freeing us to pursue Raklan.
I won't let you down.
A last item. There was one survivor from the attack on the Mystic. A Major Kuvar. He claims to have insight into Raklan's plans. When your business is complete, meet with the Major at Peleth Point. Discover what he knows. Then use it to crush Raklan under your heel.